What is going on, guys? This is Jaden from MoneyPT.com, and I want to create an article giving out some tips on how personal trainers could get more clients when they're kind of just starting out. And I was looking online and kind of tried to create one of the most comprehensive guides there are, and I think I've accomplished that. So you guys can check out the article. It's in the video description below. I'll just kind of give you guys a brief overview of it. I'm not going to go into detail on every point because this video would end up being like an hour or so long, which I'm sure you guys would much rather just quickly read through it at your own pace. But at number one, we have social media. Number two, we have utilizing local listing directories. Number three, we have doing local website optimization. Four, we have formally introducing yourself to local businesses. And this ties into number five, which is once you do introduce yourself to those local businesses, you want to try to create a mutually beneficial business relationship. So an example of this could be if you go talk to the supplement store owner, you could form a deal where you refer clients to his store and give them a special coupon. And then in return, the supplement store would do the same, but for your personal training services, obviously. Number six, we have speak up. So I'm referring to actually getting in front of people and kind of doing fitness presentations at industry events or forming your own kind of little conferences that you can organize. Just kind of getting out there and getting your name more well known. And one of the reasons why this works to get more leads is because, say for example, you lock down a position to speak at some big industry event, you can let a local newspaper know about it, and oftentimes they'll be all over this stuff because they're going to want to report on local exposure, and this exposure will get you more leads. The next is to write up. So I mean, if you're not necessarily the person who wants to go out and speak in front of others, you can try researching and writing a comprehensive article to get featured in a fitness magazine. And again, if for example you do get published, you could let a local newspaper know about it. But also just using the fact that you're featured in a magazine in your advertising would do wonders, right? The next is to wrap up, and I'm referring to kind of wrapping your car with some branded signage. This is kind of a really underrated form of advertising, but I mean, you gotta think like how many eyes are drawn towards cars that are fully wrapped. I mean, even if you don't necessarily obviously end up like going to the website that they're advertising or looking into their service, I mean, it stands in your head, right? And this is just a really good way to kind of get leads. And what I recommend doing is getting one professionally done and then choosing a few days a week while oh my gosh, can't talk today, where you're going to go around town and kind of drive around for about an hour. And you can kind of treat this time as self-development time. I mean, I always try to make every hour as productive as possible. So I mean, if you're going to be driving around in an hour trying to promote your personal training services, maybe throw on an audiobook or just do something productive so it doesn't feel like a complete waste of time to you, even though you will be getting leads at the same time. The next is be social. So don't be afraid to actually like talk to people and kind of gauge your interest in whether they want to be interested in some personal training services. Number 10, offer free merchandise. 11, become a walking billboard. Like I said, I'm not talking about being one of those poor people on the corner of streets advertising hot pizza, but it can definitely do you some good to get some custom clothing and make sure you wear that clothing around so it spreads the message about your personal training services. Number 12 is just to love what you do. So just be really enthusiastic and passionate. It's going to attract people to you. Don't be afraid to ask your clients if they have referrals. Number 14, if you really are struggling for clients and you've had clients in the past that have kind of dropped out on you, maybe it's time to try to reconnect and offer them a special deal to get back. Number 15, we have giving presentations. So trying to organize kind of like a lunch and learn with different businesses where you give them a 10 to 15 minute presentation on like the importance of fitness. And then you kind of give them an offer that they can't resist. 16's grocery store tours. That's interesting. I suggest you guys read through that. Offering different kinds of programs. So rather than trying to like sell people towards like 12-week programs, I mean, you can try to gauge their initial interest and offer them a short program. So some examples I gave was like 30 days to 6-pack abs, the 21-day fat melting regime, or the 7-day fitness jumpstart. 18 is utilizing sites like Craigslist. 19 is starting a blog, and obviously this is really powerful. Be sure that you guys can read through what I wrote here, because I do give you some tips. Don't just start a blog if you're just gonna kind of do what everyone else does. If you're gonna start a blog, you need to be able to put your personality into your writing and really differentiate yourself from the competition. There's no point just being one of the other thousands of blogs out there who just kind of copycat other people. Number 20 is building an email list. 21 is PPC ad campaigns. So this stands for pay-per-click, and it's usually the best way to kind of do online advertising, because you usually get the highest return on investment, because you can kind of specify specific areas and demographics that you want to target. 22 is creating a script. So obviously very few people are born with good selling genes. I know I'm definitely not. It's something I work on improving every day. But just making a phone script, a face-to-face script, and even a script for dealing with conflicts is going to really help you kind of, when you're in those situations, just know what to say. I mean, obviously you're not going to be pulling out a script when you're talking to someone, but if you just pre-write them and kind of read them once daily, it's going to make you way better at selling. 23 is to give social proof. So this includes testimonials and like linking to your social networking profiles on your website. 24 is to let the clients do the talking. So believe it or not, it's better to kind of let your clients do the talking, ask them open-ended questions, and kind of try to figure out their struggles and pain, and then you can try to close based on those struggles and pains that you learn from them doing the talking. 25 is to actually charge more. So you guys are probably wondering why this would attract more clients. But I mean, you don't really want to be the cheapest personal trainer in town, because oftentimes people associate the level of your service with how much you charge. So I mean, obviously to begin with, you can't start charging like hundreds and hundreds of dollars an hour. But I mean, you also don't want to be charging something really pathetic, and people think that your services is really undervalued and they might not trust you. It might give you the opposite effect of what you're looking for. 26 is giving massive value. So I can't stress this enough, guys. I mean, I every blog post I try to do on mypt.com, I always try to go the extra mile and include as much value as I can, because I know in the long run it's going to pay off. And I mean, in your personal training services, if you're doing the bare minimum, it's probably no wonder why you're not getting a lot of referrals from your existing clients. Try texting them on a daily basis, give them motivation, and be sure to constantly check up on them. And I mean, what client isn't going to tell their friends and family about a personal trainer that cares that much for them? 27 is to condition your mind. So basically, it's really important that you condition your subconscious mind to constantly try to aid you in your vision of success. And you can do this by dedicating 10 minutes daily to kind of imagining that you've already accomplished your goals. And this is going to kind of recruit your subconscious to aid you in getting there faster. And then 28 is just old school marketing. So don't neglect things like hanging flyers around town, mailing out targeted postcards, and leaving business cards in busy areas like a mall. There's a reason why these marketing techniques have stood the test of time, and you guys should definitely be utilizing them. So I hope this in-depth overview of some ways to get more clients has definitely helped you guys out. Definitely check out the original article, which is linked to in the video description, because it'll be beneficial for you to actually read through them all yourself. But yeah, guys, I hope you found that useful. Once again, I'd love to show you guys how I'm utilizing my blog, mypt.com, to generate over 6 figures this year. If you guys are interested in also making passive income online, it doesn't necessarily take a lot of time, and you can do it part-time along with your personal training right now, and then we can work together to try and make it more of a full-time thing where you can make a full-time living off it. So yeah, if you want to look into that, go to mypt.com and then just click the how to make money with me link, and it will go to another page that'll basically just explain to you what I'm doing to generate money online. But guys, I hope you have an awesome day. I'll catch you guys in my next video. See you later.